Actually, a lot of things are now happening in the South Caucasus. For example, Armenia, which was disappointed at Moscow's inaction as a CSTO ally, start to distance itself from Moscow, seeking to diversify foreign policy options, including strengthening partnership with the EU and the US. Meanwhile, Azerbaijan is more allied with Moscow in political and military sphere. When it comes to Georgia, although Georgia has not had any diplomatic relations with Russia since 2008, Russia's invasion, and its 20% of Georgian territories continue to be occupied by Russia. But under Ivanishvili's rule, Georgia's dependence on Russia's energy and trade gradually increased. It is still too early to say that Russia's these tendencies will consolidate in the foreseeable future. Now Russia is preoccupied with Ukraine, its war in Ukraine. At the same time, Russia, after it's launched the invasion in Ukraine, Russia's rhetoric became more harsh, and Russia does not hide its imperialistic ambitions in the countries of the so-called near abroad, so the former Soviet countries, including South Caucasus. So if Russia succeeds in Ukraine, Russia will likely return to the South Caucasus with more harsh, coercive, aggressive policies. Moscow's strongest lever against this region is what I call bogus mediation and peacekeepers. Russia has been exploiting regional conflict in the South Caucasus, Nagorno-Karabakh, Abkhazia, South Ossetia, to position itself as a mediator or peacekeepers. At the same time, Russia provided weapons to either or both sides of conflict to escalate and consolidate its political military position in the region. And beyond military tools, Russia takes advantage of the asymmetrical trade relations, energy dependence, and cultural media influence, and old KGB networks in the post-Soviet countries. It also exploits authoritarian alignment. So Moscow exports authoritarian models such as foreign agent laws and anti-Western, illiberal, conservative values, which actually help local autocrats to suppress its civil society, and thus making them more closer to Russia. In Georgia, the Bizina Ivanishvili, informal ruler, is a major threat, major risk. And his dictatorships makes Georgia more prone to Russia's influence by adopting, as I said, foreign agent law, also anti-LGBT propaganda law. Additionally, Russia retains leverage, controlling Georgia's occupied territory, Abkhazia and South Caucasus. When it comes to Armenia, its dependence on Russia's energy and trade is huge, so huge, too huge to overcome in the short run. Additionally, Armenia hosts Russia's largest military base in the South Caucasus, Gyumri base. But Armenia continues to seek alternatives, and Armenia also made a bold move by embarking on reforms of intelligence agencies. Azerbaijan is a major energy exporter and is the least exposed to Russian influence. But Azerbaijan-Russia relationship is very complicated. And one of the indicators is the last year's Azerbaijan airline crash, followed by mutual accusation and disinformation operations between Moscow and Baku. I think, first of all, EU should prevent Russia from exploiting regional conflict in the South Caucasus. We should call a spade, and we should not let Russia meddle in regional conflict. It is also very important to address and challenge Russia's so-called traditional value narratives in the South Caucasus and beyond. These narratives are not fake news, so you cannot debunk. I think media literacy or fact-checking will not help to challenge these narratives. So more proactive public diplomacy by the EU to demonstrate that EU values are not, EU integration is not, is actually EU integration is compatible with the preservation of local cultures and traditions. Such proactive public diplomacy is required for the EU.